You're listening to the Radcast, a top 25 worldwide business podcast. If it's radical, we cover it. Here's your host, Ryan Alford.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the latest edition of the Radcast. It's Friday, June 9th, 2023, our weekly marketing, business, advertising, and news of the weird.
All the things. News of the weird. I like that. That should be your tagline. That's a good one.
News of the rad. Doesn't quite sound
Radnews.
as good as news of the weird.
News of the weird feels more accurate. We have some fun Netflix news as well. Netflix is... Have you gotten kicked out of anything yet? You probably don't password share like the rest of us.
I think my dad might have my Netflix password. Sure.
So he's probably experienced this.
He hasn't said anything or gone, hey, I got kicked out. So
yeah, it's starting to happen. I haven't tried to use my Netflix yet because I've been on an HBO kick, but I know several people in the office have gotten the message that's like, you're not part of the head household of this account.
Yeah.
Try again later.
I think we're good. So I don't know.
You're safe
I'm waiting
from this.
for it. I'm not borrowing anyone's password, so I won't be on the other end of it. And if no one is hopefully bold enough to go, hey man, I got kicked out of here. I'm gonna be like, that means it's time for you to pay up. Pay the piper.
I feel like I have like one ex-boyfriend who maybe still has one of my passwords and I may have one of his.
Oh, so. Yeah.
I will be revealed. Revealed shortly. But
what else does he have?
A lot of regret, but whatever. It's fine. I'm white. He's funny now. But Netflix has also announced that there is a Lego mobile game and a daily version of Cut the Rope. Do you remember Cut the Rope?
No.
I loved this game on my little iPod Touch.
I know it.
Yeah.
Of course.
The little like frog creature.
Yeah. I was more the Fruit Ninja, I was going to do that.
That's a good one. But Netflix has announced Lego Legacy, Heroes Unboxed, Paper Trail, and The Queen's Gambit Chess, a strategy battle game, puzzle adventure, and chess-themed game releasing on July 25th, August 1st, and July 12th. All the games will be exclusively available to Netflix subscribers on mobile. And the Cut the Rope Daily is a twist on the classic game, and will be released one per day. I've never thought about Netflix as a gaming platform.
Yeah, they've been going at this for several years.
I think I'm on board.
They're trying to be kind of the catch-all. They don't want you leaving the platform.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. It comes down to I guess if you're watching Netflix on your phone, how much do you watch Netflix on your phone versus your television?
I would say 80 on the television, 20 on my phone.
And you're quasi-millennial,
yes.
Athena, whatever the hell you are. Zillennial, alpha, female.
I'm confused.
Yeah,
that's what
yeah, whatever you are. You're in the younger generation, which is more mobile, obviously, than my generation. And so I watch Netflix 99% on the TV.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if I want to play on the TV. So I'm still going to have my game. Because I'll sit there and play like retro ball on my phone, waiting in between appointments, scenes or whatever, like watching Netflix. But I don't know if I'm going to play the game. They've been going at this for a while. And maybe if the games get better, which they seem to be here.
Yeah.
My kids love those Lego games. I mean, they play those things still to this day. They'll get bored and still go back and play.
So it's on the Netflix app?
Yeah, it's
like an old person.
Through it.
Okay.
I think it's pretty much through the interface somehow.
Interesting. Yeah,
you're all within it.
I just use Netflix on my phone if I'm getting ready for work and didn't get to finish the episode I was on the night before, and I just prop it up while I do my makeup.
Yeah, I mean, I it's hard to understand from this article whether exactly they'll be through specifically sponsored through Netflix or through the interface.
Yeah.
Because in the past they built it into the interface,
right?
So we'll see, but maybe it's just I don't know. It says it's available to Netflix subscribers. It's not clear if it's on mobile, if it's through the app itself, or it's you get access to it for free because you're a Netflix subscriber. But I know that they've been trying to go at the whole gaming market for a while, built into the interface.
It's very smart.
Because that's what people do, especially on their phone. Yep. I mean, I'm a 46-year-old male, and I'm still, like everybody's game stuff.
Yahtzee
or what's it, Wordle.
Love Wordle. I haven't done it today yet. Freaking love Wordle.
Oh, let me tell you what. I'm just kidding.
Don't you dare. Look,
What
on
else?
Wii.
Oh, here we go. This Apple Vision Pro.
Yeah,
we
lots
can't
going
go.
on with Apple.
We can't go long this week without getting to Apple Vision Pro.
No, I feel like we should have our headphones down over our eyes.
I wish
in
I
honor
had
of
one
it.
I guess here in the studio. Be more
But-
impressive.
right.
Put on a Facebook one.
The Oculus or whatever it's called.
The Oculus on and be wearing it blind while we do this.
It's funny because when I started doing this podcast, we had a whole section on the metaverse, right? And it was like, oh, what is this? And now Apple whips in, and not that this is metaverse, specific, but it looks pretty cool with a pretty high price tag.
Spatial computing. That's the new category. They're creating a category.
Spatial computing.
For $3,500, you can join
Spatially
in.
compute.
Yes. You can essentially have iOS through your eyes and on your screen, and it's blending.
That's so trippy.
It's not AR, it's not VR, it's XR, which is the blend of all of them, which is essentially how you intermix real life with the spatial technical
and making
environment
all of it reality.
on top of your real reality. It looks very cool. The quasi early reviews or people that had to try it, they say
it's amazing.
the experience is amazing. It's Apple best in class for what it is, but it's still in search of what is the pure need function today. And Apple's really good about creating products that we tend to
create the need around.
the need around because it's so cool.
Right.
And I think this will be the same. I just think $3,500. It's going to have to be subsidized like cell phones or something so that people can afford it. It'll be interesting if there's some kind of layer on with an internet or service provider like an AT&T or Verizon or T-Mobile, so where there might be.
Or Adobe even, you get some editing software in there.
Right. And so at $3,500, hyper niche, I think even those that can afford it. So it's not just, it's for the wealthy. Yeah, but not every wealthy person is going to slap $3,500 down either because they're going to go,
do I need this?
I need this. So it's the hyper wealthy tech / early adopters. So, and we talked about this pre-episode. I want to give you credit because you went where my mind was.
Thank you.
Yes.
The best.
Which is, it's PR and it's attraction and it gets people in the store because it is the perfect device that you want to go play with.
Absolutely.
Because you may not buy it.
Right. But I'll go to the Apple store and put it on my face.
And when you go in, you'll probably buy, I've been needing a new screen. I might as well just get a new iPhone.
Yep.
Or I've been wanting a laptop. I need a laptop. So let me get a new MacBook Air.
Or even a case, I'll whip into the Apple store and spend $60.
Accessories at Apple will go, once they're in store for trial, accessory sales at Apple will increase 30-fold. So sometimes the product, and look, they've done a lot of research. This is going to be some future usage. I am not saying they spent $1 billion on development on this device just to sell more accessories in the store. Right. But in the short term, it does create buzz around a company that's been a little stale by Apple standards.
Well, and it feels like it
new.
Can't fail. It will. There will be some kind of revenue generated around this. Like we're saying, whether or not it's the headset or a phone case
apps or whatever added on it after the fact. But the spatial computing for those that are in the category creation business, that's what is going on here. It's a new category of, again, that real world. You're looking and seeing your real world and the interplay of digital experiences on top of it, that overlay. This is, it's coming. You know that it will be part of our regular lives, whether it's 5, 10, 4 years, whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
But it's going to have to be more affordable. And I think they've got right now it's a technology in search of a daily purpose versus something that's clearly has a daily purpose need that solves. I'm not sure it's solving
kind of fits the niche.
A challenge as much as it's an add-on.
Yeah.
It's increasing potential usage in other things that isn't necessary today.
Yeah.
But it's funny. Sometimes you create necessity by making something so great that people feel like they need it.
That's marketing.
Yes, it is. It's very good marketing. So Apple Vision Pro.
Yeah.
I think it looks cool. I'll say this. I'm not in the camp of I'm going to go buy it now or if it's, I don't know what the launch date is. So let's say it's August 1st.
Sure.
I won't be in line on August 1st. I guarantee there will be those early adopters. But if something really revolutionary that improved something that I do demonstrably, it wouldn't take much probably to tweak need
right.
to at least have
All
one
you have to do is figure out what the need
in
is.
the office, or like
Totally.
for us to, given the industry that we're in and innovation and marketing, all those things, I need to see just a little bit more.
Right.
But it
Not
wouldn't
much.
take much.
Totally.
But just because it makes sense for us or business or me, you can't be blind to the fact that $3,500 is a lot of fucking money. I mean, so
it's a lot of money.
We'll see. But hey, good for Apple.
Yeah.
There's 5,000 patents and everything.
Gold star for Apple.
Yes. So we'll see. On the Radcast news last week, i.e. this past Tuesday, the best of our motivational business stories. We had Michael Bayer, Bobby Maximus, William King, Hollis, and Cody Byrns, all amazing and motivational business stories. Hope you check that out. It's a great best of episode. Next week, let me talk about best of. I'm already going to go ahead and tell you it's best of. If you're wanting to learn about branding, growing businesses, inspiration, and whitening your teeth, you want all in one. My man, Josh Snow, joined me, who is the CEO and founder of Snow, the hottest teeth whitening e-commerce brand in America.
Oh.
Over $100 million in revenue, taking on the Goliath that is Colgate and Crest teeth whitening and all the other
Tom's.
large CPG brands. And hey, he's in CVS now. He has written the playbook for how to go from D2C to further distribution.
That's sick.
And a really inspirational guy on top of that. Josh Snow joins us next Tuesday. It was a great episode. You're going to enjoy that. Any entrepreneurs out there, anyone that's just interested in how to grow a business from D2C onward, and just like good storytelling, Josh was a great interview, almost an hour long, one of our longer episodes, but so much value. Check that out next Tuesday. And hey, got some bigger news. We got some really big names coming. I got 3 or 4, a few that I can't name, but if you're my age, you're going to recognize some stars.
I had to Google them, but...
Did you listen to these songs? Did you recognize any of them?
I was homeschooled. Yeah. No, I recognized nothing.
If you like the Bourne Identity and you like the soundtrack from the Bourne Identity, there's your hint. One little hint. Go Google that. You'll find a name quickly. And if you're anywhere near my age, you'll remember him because he had all the hits during the time and a cool guy. So there's your hint. I won't give any more. Then we got some other big names on the lineup, some country music stars and others. So keep checking out the Radcast, the fastest growing business podcast in the world. We're at number 3 this week in marketing and business on Apple and climbing the charts fast. We're top 100 in business overall. So we appreciate everyone that listens. And we appreciate even more our good sponsors.
Yes, we do. And even more than our good sponsors is Good Steak. And with Good Ranchers, we've combined both. You know this, everyone. Good Ranchers is American meat delivered. You can head to goodranchers.com and plug in our coupon code RADCAST. That's RADCAST for $30 off your first box. This is not just the season for dad jokes, even though we do love dad jokes here on the RADCast. And we have just a little over a week until Father's Day. So you still have time. If you're listening to this in real time, when the episode drops, you've got time to go to goodranchers.com, use code RADCAST, and save yourself some money while buying dad a gift that you literally cannot go wrong with.
Yes, absolutely. I have Good Ranchers in my cooler to take down to the lake this weekend for grilling. And I've got some New York strips, which is my favorite cut, and the Wagyu burgers that my kids love.
I love burgers.
I don't just give the kids burgers. Oh, dad gets to stay. They get Wagyu burgers. Come on. Best steak delivered straight to your house.
Yep.
You don't have to go farm through all the stuff at the grocery store going, what am I getting? How much am I paying? You get it all delivered to your door. One less thing to worry about. And again, like Christina said, Radcast, promo code for $30 off. The best meat delivered straight to your house, U.S. farm raised, and a great family business. Give them some love at goodranchers.com.
This is what Robert's getting, so it's going to be a good Father's Day.
There you go. It is good Father's Day.
On to our social media news. We have lots going on in the world of AI right now, which is not surprising, but Instagram might be working on an AI chatbot. The chatbot would be enabled with 30 different AI personalities and could help users write messages. Other platforms have had mixed success with similar features in the past, but it's uncertain what AI tools Instagram would use for this project.
Yeah. I mean, DMing on Instagram.
I was just going to say.
My AI is going to slide into the DMs.
Exactly.
There's an acronym or a joke there somewhere, I'm sure.
I'll work on it. I'll add this to my comedy.
Yes. You could probably write a whole bit about, that'd be a good,
it's already working.
What an Instagram AI would say, like about certain scenarios.
I'll start reading my DMs that people send me.
They'd be like,
and AI might help them. Yes, truly.
But
all I'm saying.
I mean, it makes sense. Look, I mean, DMing on Instagram is chatting. It's one of the biggest features on the app.
Yeah.
So why not have some robot help? You know,
why not?
I just want to start calling it robots instead of AI.
I know, I'm the same way.
Instead of AI, VR, XR.
Well, like the
robots.
The Apple Vision. It's Jarvis. It's just Jarvis.
Personal robot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Simon Says.
Yeah,
but
it's
amazing. If you remember that game, you're definitely old.
I love Simon
Says. Like me, Simon Says.
Or you were homeschooled.
My robot, my personal robot. I just wanted to be my personal robot.
There you go.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, that's what our phones are. This next article is fascinating. Tim Cook, who, of course, is the CEO of Apple, uses ChatGPT and says that Apple is looking at this software closely. While Apple clearly integrates AI into its products today, the general public doesn't necessarily think about those features as AI. Tim Cook's statements came one day after the keynote speech of Apple's annual developer conference, where the company touted the new AI applications for products like the iPhone, iPad, and Mac.
Yeah, you're going to see this integrated into the OS, like things, suggestions and different things that make it more helpful and answers to things. So you're going to see it not just be like the standalone like app and go to, chat openai.com. You're going to just see the functionalities of things will be integrated more naturally. So part of this is like, oh, fascinating. But part of it is like, no shit that Tim Cook's. I mean, they're probably doing stuff that we.
Right. Can you imagine? He was like, I have no idea about ChatGPT. I've never used this in my life.
He knows what it is. And it's probably integrated into Apple Vision Pro somehow, like underneath the layer of, in some way. So.
Well, and a piece of AI that's already on our phones, a game that Matt and I will play will like whisper just nothing into our phones and it will come up with a ridiculous text message. And it's just very fun and silly, but that's AI. That's a piece of this. So that's all we have for our social media news. To our marketing news. Apple Podcasts, of which we are top 3 in the marketing business, they are getting a refreshed Now Playing interface with new search filters and more with iOS 17.
Hey, I like this.
I do too.
Anything that helps people find content easier, especially the Radcast, I'm all for.
Exactly.
It's fine. I mean, I use, and it's not just because we're there. I do use the Apple, me personally, for stuff that I listen to.
Same.
Apple Podcasts is a good app, and I use it the most of any of them.
Same.
There's several. I think discoverability is important with podcasts.
Yes. Yes. There's so many of them.
And that could be better because there is so many. It's like you can go to the charts and it's great where you'll see the Radcast. Self-serving.
Just saying.
So, hey, if we're going to talk about podcasts, we got to be self-serving. Don't act like,
obviously.
You wouldn't do the same thing. But in all seriousness, discoverability, finding shows is, if you know what you're looking for, it's fine. But I feel like there's all these like secret, like great shows that
it's
I
like
just
the
aren't
little
on my
tree
radar.
that just keeps expanding and expanding and expanding. Yeah.
I don't, whether it's search terms or whether it's different things. And certainly, a lot of this is UI based, what they're talking about here, but the search filters I think are important, which is the key thing here for overall discoverability for things that you're interested in. And even I'd love to see if anyone from Apple's listening, like do something where, I don't know, you can hear like little snippets maybe from a show or something. Like if you could quickly, as you're looking through and discovering, and there's like the listing of shows, and you could tap a button and hear like a 15-second.
Well, it's like what they used to do. Remember when you had to buy songs for like 99 cents and you could listen to the 30 seconds?
Exactly.
Like just the chorus?
Like do it. AI could do this.
Yeah.
AI could take, let's call it a 30-second. Could pull from using our own show, since we have one. It's this fully meta here. We're talking about podcast software on a podcast. But so it could take clips or bundle together, some guest shows, our news shows into like a 30-second thing. We could do this ourselves, but like they have to build it into the discoverability and the search windows.
Right, the interface.
So that you could play it and go, okay, that sounds interesting. Oh, it's got that guest or that thing. Something to improve the overall ability to find the right shows and to sample them, I think would improve the
I would agree.
But anything that sounds like they're moving in the right direction and we support them and we appreciate them for helping us get to the top of the charts.
Amen to that.
Yes.
We got 2 more articles here. Michelob Ultra, one of your favorites, becomes NBA's first global beer partner. Under the new terms, Mich Ultra becomes the official beer partner of the NBA, the WNBA, NBA G League, NBA 2K League, USA Basketball, and Basketball Africa League. Woof. The brand will expand its marketing rights globally, increase its courtside presence, and expand its visibility across the WNBA.
So there's only so many national sports or worldwide sports entities you can get a hold of. Bud Light's kind of had sunk their teeth into the NFL for as long as I can remember. I think some of that gave up a little bit in the last couple of years with their overall holding company. But this makes sense for Michelob. We talked about them having the sponsorship with the WNBA and, you know, that making sense with the popularity growing there. But, you know, having full scale, look, sports people are beer drinkers. Like there's a big high correlation here.
Yes.
You know, we talk all the time, riches and the niches and finding your target and finding your market and all these things. People go to games, watch games, NBA, NFL, they drink beer, myself included. So it makes a lot of sense to be tied to them, and the NFL being so hard to kind of break through the mold there and the expense of it all. It makes sense to have this kind of global strategy and to bring it all together. So not surprising. And if you're watching NBA, just be ready for more Michelob Ultra commercials.
Heck yeah.
Yep.
Now we have Heinz, even though Ryan and I are not ketchup fans, as everyone knows, but Heinz is honoring... that's right.
Sawyer's
I'm thinking of Sawyer. Yeah.
Shoot, you guys are the weirdos.
Yeah, that's right.
I love ketchup.
So you have
Heinz,
the irrational fan love. But they are honoring irrational fan love, i.e. Ryan, in their first unified global brand platform. Heinz is unifying the global creative strategy under one brand platform for the first time in over 150 years. The campaign is called It Has to Be Heinz, which honors what the company describes as an irrational love fans express for its ketchup and bean products. Real and potentially apocryphal stories of Heinz-induced mania, including brand-themed tattoos, airport escapades, and all of these other stories were drawn straight from social media to play into this campaign.
Yes, the alliteration there, It Has to Be Heinz. And look, there really is no other option. Like it's Heinz or nothing. Like if you're a ketchup person, if you're a real ketchup person, like if you're just casual, you probably don't care. You can use those McDonald's packets and act like, okay, that's okay.
This is fine.
They put a lot of sugar in that Heinz, not Heinz,
it's like
but the
syrupy, the McDonald's stuff.
Yeah. So the real ketchup eaters know that it's Heinz or nothing. Yep. And so I'm not going to get a tattoo. I have plenty, but I'm not going to get a Heinz one. I might get like a 57, like it's subtle.
There you go.
I might do something subtle.
There you go.
But it really is Heinz or nothing. This is leaning into your fandom though. I mean, when it's kind of, if you're the Band-Aid of ketchup, which they are.
Yeah.
I mean, who's going around going, I want that Hunt's. Pass me. Who's got Hunt's? Not happening. No. Not only does it not roll off the tongue like Heinz, but it also tastes wonderful. So they're leaning into it. It makes sense. And I'm sure it'll be fun. If they want to make it real fun, they should call me because I can come up with some really good bits for this. Because
I'll be the spokesperson. You write it. I'll be the face of it.
There we go. But irrational is true. I would say Heinz people are a little irrational. I don't think, it's not life or death, but I am like, that's not Heinz. I give people the guilt trip if I'm at a party or somewhere.
Snobby. Got to be a little snobby about it.
My mom will occasionally, I'm like, wow, that's not Heinz.
What is this nonsense?
What are we doing here?
Rookie mistake.
Yes. I think that's all for today.
Those are all of our articles, yes.
You know where to find our sponsor always, takeavacay.com.
Yes.
If you're looking for natural wellness products, looking to get away naturally, that's where it is. Takeavacay.com. Natural vapor gummies and our newest CBD roll-on, which I need to put on my wrist that's sore. I'm going to do a real live video maybe with that. Does it smell good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like icy hot. I like it.
Christina's played with product.
I have. Yes.
So
the guinea pig.
They're all there at takeavacay.com. Yeah. Natural wellness products brought to you by myself and Chris Hansen. Learn more about us at vacay.global on Instagram and vacay.lifestyle. See some of the fun videos have been coming to life.
Our Father's Day sale is going on as well. So you can get 15% off site-wide, including that roll-on. Give Dad a steak, give him a roll-on.
Is there any code needed or that's just straight?
Right at checkout.
Look at there. Hey.
All set up for you.
All done. 15% off between now and Father's Day. Look, dads need to get away too. So
dads need a vacay.
Takeavacay.com. appreciate all of their love and being part owner, just to be full discretion. But hey, I only partner and own things that I believe in. So really appreciate all of that. You can learn more about us at theradcast.com. Search for any of today's episodes. Search for Heinz. Find all the irrational love there is ever to be had. There's probably a lot of articles we've talked about Heinz before.
Yes, a lot of catch up.
Yeah. You can find me at ryanalford.com or at Ryan Alford on all the social media platforms. For Christina Yassi, I'm Ryan Alford. We'll see you next time on the Radcast.
To listen or watch full episodes, visit us on the web at theradcast.com or follow us on social media at our Instagram account, the.rad.cast, or at Ryan Alford. Stay radical.